Hey guys, welcome back. Today, me and Fraser Games here are going to be starting a new series on Redstone tutorials.
Yeah. So, we're basically going to be showing you some basic and, as the episodes go on, more advanced redstone tips and tutorials that you can use in your own world. Later on, we might do a command series where we teach you
Ooh.
different commands to do. And yeah, so no, it's fine. Let's just leave them.
Okay.
And so, basically what me and Sam are doing here, I wouldn't call myself the best redstoner in the world, but I'm decent at redstone.
He's more experienced in the Redstone.
And, Sam is more experienced in the command. So we're
Yeah.
basically going to be teaching each other stuff and also tagging you guys along with us. So, if you guys do like this series, please do leave a like. It would be greatly appreciated. Yeah.
Appreciative.
Appreciated. And
Appreciative.
yeah, so let's continue. What do you think we should show him first? I think we should show him a simple clock.
Oh yes, it's number clock.
All right, hang on. All right.
You
So,
want to show him one design and I'll show him the other?
all right, I'm gonna show him the the first design that I ever learned.
Okay then.
All right. So basically, it's gonna be me. All right, hang on. Watch me first, since you're basically learning
I'll
from
just
me.
chill up here then.
All right. So, here's basically how you do it. You get two blocks, place them one apart from each other with a one space gap. Put four redstone torches there. Then you place redstone here like that, and then on the blocks. And there you go. You have yourself a burnout clock, which means that it goes fast enough to where it burns out the torches for a couple seconds. And
that's
that-
like a really fast clock, right?
yeah, that's actually the fastest redstone clock possible.
Can I show them two clocks? Since
Yeah, sure.
this
I'll
one
show
is
the other.
first gonna involve a comparator. I think this one is personally one of my favorites because
Well-
it's like really simple.
You're invisible. Oh, okay. All right, there you go.
So basically, what you do, you place it like this, or if you want, you can go this way too.
Oh yeah, this one's this one.
Yeah.
I was just showing the first one.
And you click this to where the tip of the comparator is on. And then you just place a redstone source behind it and makes a quick little clock. Pretty cheap in resources too.
Yep, and just to prove to you guys, it does in fact work. Oh well, that's not very good.
Yeah, it's too fast. Yeah. Really fast clock.
Wow. All right. So there you guys go. That's
And
one.
wait. And then another one involving
Oh, that
other-
one that I showed you.
Yes. Fraser here showed me this one. In which do this and you quickly break it.
And actually, if you wanted, this one is the more flexible one. You
In
could
which
do
it can
this.
be slower. Even slower. Or the slowest.
So yeah.
Very customizable.
So those are basic clocks that you can learn. And now we're gonna show you it's a certain gate, but I can't think of it right now in my mind, off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But basically, you do this. So hang on, Samsung wouldn't be a good idea. Let's use
do like a
obsidian.
wall.
Let's do
Oh,
obsidian. So if you get obsidian, place a torch. You have an input going into it. Then you have an output coming out of it. You see that this input is off and this output is on. So for example, we will use a dropper for example. If we put something in there, like some diamonds, and you see that normally if I would have placed this earlier and then connected it, I'll just do it for example, as you can see it dispenses this.
Shoot out a diamond.
Alright, now with this, if you put a source into this, the input will now cancel out this torch because this torch is attached to this block. And the way that a redstone torch works is that it is on until a direct source is put into it.
Bad example.
Yeah, that was a really bad example. But for example, like for this instance, a torch can power blocks in any form of this. So as you can see, this whole thing is what one torch can power.
Made a little pyramid.
Alright? And basically, if you have this block above a torch, it will now set this block's redstone qual how do you put it? I don't know, quality or
Redstone power level?
yeah, redstone power level to active. So now this can power anything. This block is now a direct source of redstone. Think of this block as like redstone but in block form. So as you can see, when you take active redstone and put it with active redstone, it turns it to off. And as you can see, this can just keep on going on for ages and ages, because this one torch is turning off these torches, which will keep these torches on, which will then turn these off.
And if you were to... okay, never mind.
Alright.
What I was wondering, though, if we were to break this dispenser, what if we were to hook it up like this?
Well, then in this case,
Oh,
it would
this
make
is a clock.
it would make a clock, and it'd be a burnout clock.
Oh, okay.
As you can see, this torch has now
Whoa.
been burned out to the matter to where it will not turn on for a while. Now, if we just do redstone like this, it won't do anything because it can't even reach here.
Oh, well.
And it will also create a burnout torch, except a
Oh.
much faster one. Now, let me explain this to you guys.
That makes sense.
A repeater, let me grab one real quick. A repeater is manually set to a 1 tick delay. So that means, and one piece of redstone is set to 1 ticks. So if you take a redstone and a redstone repeater, a repeater is automatically set to 1 tick delay. So that means that it will get there at the speed of 2 redstones, rather as a redstone like that. And then also I want to state that redstone can only go 15 blocks.
And if I were to hit F3 here, you can see right over here where it says power.
As you can see, these are power levels that are going up. It's
down.
right over here on the right hand side. Right over here. Do you see my mouse? Yeah, right over here. If you look here, if I'm looking at, here you go, power 13, because this is very highly concentrated. And if you look at this torch, it doesn't show you anything because it's just so much power that the game can't even recognize.
Oh.
And then if you look here, the power levels go farther down, all the way till it reaches 0. And this is the 16th block. So then in this case, you would place a repeater, which will, in fact, it will extend it by another 15 blocks. But if you were trying to get something timed perfectly, it would put a 2, it'd be the equal amount of 2 of these. That's what one repeater is. And then if you do this, be equal of 3, and then 4, and then 5 as the last tick. So those are just some basic redstone tips that you could use for the future stuff that we're going to be doing in this episode. Alright, so next I was thinking that we can do a simple, how could I put it, a simple machine, if you will, because sure, we've taught them all these tricks, but now we need to teach them what they can do with those tips. So
actually, I want to point something out about repeaters. This might be, I mean, this is more a basic thing for repeaters. You have to make sure the repeater is placed in the right way, or else the power source won't go through. So
correct.
if I were to place a redstone torch over here, the power will go through. But say if I were to place
alright, so as you can see, it powers this piston.
Very nice. But if you were to put the piston on the other side, and put a redstone torch over here, it will not allow to go through the redstone
So
repeater.
basically, have the redstone flowing into the back of the repeater, which basically means don't have it. Alright, so have the redstone flown into the part where you can see red. That that one of these torches are like on red.
Yes,
That's
as you can see, it's an arrow on my screen at least. There's an arrow pointing in which way the redstone should flow.
Oh, that's cool. Alright. So that is just a simple thing. Also, I did not know this until very recently, and yes, you can call me a noob, you can call me whatever you want to call me, but it's just that I've been using redstone for a very long time now, and
There you go.
this has just been a new thing to me. So, if you take yourself an ordinary daylight sensor, as you can see, a daylight sensor detects light, and based on that light source that it is getting, it outputs a certain strength.
And it detects light based on day and night cycles.
So if you set it to night, alright, so hang on. Sorry. What I was saying is that during the day, this would be off because I was trying to make something that would automatically turn on at night without me having to press anything. So I made up this system. Yay, whoop-de-doo. I could do this, but I found out that there was a much simpler way of doing this. Or did I? Nobody really knows. But if we turn time set 19,000 for example, as you can see, the redstone current no longer exists, and it goes straight into this torch, but there's nothing powering this torch, which means that this torch is now back in an active state powering this. So this is what I set up. Now, I haven't actually tried this I haven't really actually, like, tried it. So, alright. As you can see, you can do exactly the same. And if I were to do...
Basically switched this daylight sensor. So this is daylight.
Yep.
And this is nighttime. And when it is as a daylight sensor, like so, it goes farther. It sends a stronger redstone signal when it's daytime. But, and see, when it becomes nighttime, it doesn't send any at all.
But when you switch it to nighttime, then that means that at nighttime it will send the most strongest signal, which is a lot easier than having to figure out the length of it at night during day. It's a lot easier than having to find out strength of stuff. So that was just a quick tip on daylight sensors if you're looking to add in any auto lights.
Oh.
Alright. And I think that we should show them one or two more things.
Okay.
So do you have anything in mind that you can show them?
Let's talk about tripwires.
Alright.
Now, tripwires are a very special thing in the redstone world because they can basically stretch over a very long distance. Like, could you set up a wire going all the way to the other side?
Yes, I can.
It's very hard to see. But anyways, they can travel a very long distance and trigger redstone instantly. So if anyone were to walk over this once it has been completed, I believe it can reach over like 43 blocks.
Never actually looked at the statistics actually.
I think this is a bit too long. Let's just go right about here. Should work. As you can see, it has become not a triggered tripwire, but an untriggered tripwire. And if
So
we go over
basically
here,
that means that it can be triggered because it is now set and ready to be triggered.
and if let's get a cow.
No, wait, hang on. Sorry.
If a player were to walk across this, it would send a redstone signal. And this is actually the fastest way to send a redstone signal because it can go over a long distance. You don't need repeaters. And I guess it's hard to see if you want to make a map. And I believe, yes, mobs can also trigger this. So if you want like a an alarm system in your house, you could have tripwires.
Like this. So for example, you are in your house and you have this set up in front of your house on, like, say, a faction server.
Or if
So,
you want note blocks too.
yep. But I think that this way would be better because then the person who walks over it wouldn't know because then they couldn't hear it.
True.
So then you could get a very quick knowing of if a person's here or if they're not. And you can actually, from my knowledge, yep, you can extend this, I'm pretty sure. As long as it keeps on going over to the other ones, you can extend this as many blocks as you want.
Not as many blocks. I think the
Well, I
limit
mean,
is like 23 or 40.
yeah, but you get it. You don't just have to have it one wide or one thick. So this is a very good tactic to use if you want to know if somebody's in your base without actually looking out your window or door. Alright, and I think that we should show them one more thing before we end out this video.
Okay. And what would that be?
Quicker way. Alright, and I think that we can end this off by showing them... I don't know. Do you deem anything worthy?
Let's just show them a simple
Wait,
thing. If
hang on.
they
Let's go ahead and cut the video here, and then we'll be back with something.
I have something in mind.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and show that off, and then if we can think of anything better, we'll go ahead and cut the video and show them, like, one
Okay.
big thing that they can use.
Well, here is for a thing more for noobs, like at Minecraft. There are two varieties to doors and trapdoors. This here is an iron trapdoor and a wooden trapdoor, a wooden door, and an iron door. Now, normal doors and trapdoors can be opened by right-clicking on them, as you can see here. But these here, iron trapdoors and iron doors, can't be clicked on to open. But if you were to apply, say, a redstone signal to them, then they do open. So if you want a more secure house against players and mobs, use iron doors and trapdoors.
Alright. So, actually, guys, I just thought of something, and we can show you something that you can build very simply with redstone. So, we will be back when we get there. Guys, so here is what you can make with redstone. If you just follow our tutorials and look at each episode, even you, Sam Machine 10.
Even me?
Yes, even you can build something like this. Now guys, this may look complicated, but it's actually very simple.
Just give you a sneak peek.
I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of what it looks like, and then I'll show you how it functions. So you take yourself a redstone block, place it on the gold block, place another block diagonal from it, stand on that block, that's not the redstone one.
I'll let him right on it.
Alright. Look at this button.
Press it. And pushes him up. Okay, that looked really weird on my side. But I
Alright.
bet it looked fabulous on yours. Okay. So my turn on going up on this amazing contraption. Now, this block that's placed diagonally to the redstone block can be any block you want. As long as it's not like an immovable block like obsidian. Yes, much better.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
looked kind of weird on my side too, but nonetheless, and this thing is survival friendly to where if you're in survival and you break these blocks, it'll hop down here, flow into the water, go into this hopper, and store in this chest. And you can easily just walk out, climb this ladder, and there you go. Now guys, that is going to end off this first episode of redstoning for, what are we going to call this?
Redstone tutorials.
You sure?
Uh, Redstone for beginners.
Redstone for beginners, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Let us know down in the comments what you want us to show you next. If you want us to like spotlight any contraptions, like if you want us to like build a certain thing, uh, hit us up in the comments and we'll
And
probably do
explain
it.
to you how it works.
Alright, and here is another simple, very, very simple actually.
This one will probably be shown in the next episode.
Yeah, elevator. That is the reason why I like this one more is because it looks more conventional and it acts more conventional. But this one is just for if you need it done quick and you have the resources. So basically, you get up on here with any way means. Then you this is a pressure plate over here, a slime block here, fence. You get in between them all, and you get projected up. Easily get up floors.
My turn. Gotta go in this corner though.
Yup,
Amazing.
and there you go, guys. That is going to be our first episode of Redstoning for beginners. Thank you guys for watching. This is
And-
Fraser Games
And Sam Machine 10 signing
signing
out.
out.